Shabbat Shalom, Kol Halal Yahweh, Bashim Shai, Bahashim Kodash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of GMS, even the elders that came before them that tell us His truth. Shabbat Shalom and salutation to all the brothers out pushing the word in truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle today. To Aqua that are listening and learning, being a pillar of rest, the 144,000 and one-third, the hopeful elect of Israel. I'm the brother Yashuan, back with the WW3 Daily Update. Shabbat Shalom and salutations to you all. I'm going to start in the book of Ezekiel, the 38th chapter, and I just want to identify some names real quick. Okay, those names are, what is this? That's the Berean Salakia. Bear with me while I get the King James here. So I can recognize the names actually, and they are, let's start here at 5. And these are the nations that are going to be fighting with Russia, right? Gog, all right? Persia, Iran, Ethiopia, and Libya with them. Now, if you go back on an ancient map and look up Ethiopia, damn near half the damn continent of Africa. Same thing with Libya. So put that in perspective. All of them with shield and helmet. Salakia. All of them with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. Salakia. Let me start again. Ezekiel 38 and 5. Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya with them, all of them with shield and helmet. Turkey and all his bands. The house of Syria of the north quarters and all his bands and many people with them. Who's Togarma, not Togamar. Who's Togarma? Togarma, not Togamar. I'm kidding. This is Syria. And just to be sure, got to pull out the chart. Gomer, Turkey. Togarma, Syria. Togarma. Syria. Okay, so let's look at this. Syria's here. Turkey's here. So what we're about to watch, right? They're going to say that Turkey is about to invade Syria. No, Turkey is going to invade the United States, who took over Syria, the Israelis who came in and grabbed up Syria. Okay? You have to understand that. Who just took over Syria? Well, that would be Al-Qaeda, who is under the jurisdiction of the United States. The United States came in there bombing and strafing and stealing and taking shit. So did the Israelis. For the last, 2 weeks now? Since Syria fell? So who is in Syria right now? Well, the Israelis, the U.S., and whoever else ran up in there, right? Assuming control. That's what's going on in Syria. So now, when we go to this, CBN News, Turkey readies troops to invade who? Syrians? Al-Assad got the hell up out of there, and what happened? Netanyahu went in and assumed control. You think that didn't happen? And they're in there dividing the spoils. Why is Turkey going to invade Syria? Because the Syrians ain't there no more. Right? Because the Israelis ran up in there. That's why. Because the United States they left the U.S., who was holed up in the Ukraine, that are getting bombed the hell up out of there, are running straight to Syria because Assad ran up out of there. That's why. Okay? Let's see. I just wanted to cover that first. right? So let's watch this. Then they got some other stuff about, but if Erdogan is going into Syria, right? Why? Because Erdogan, it says Gomer, which is Turkey and all his bands, the House of Syria of the North Quarters and all his bands, and many people with who? With Russia. So if Turkey is with Russia and Syria is with Russia, then Turkey is not invading Syria. See that? They're on the same team. Turkey is going into Syria to wrest control because they're two different sides that we just proved. So anyway, let's watch this. This is an hour ago, CBN News, whatever that means right there. Take it.
The Wall Street reports Turkish troops are amassing along the Turkey-Syria border, poised to launch a major military operation against Turkish Kurds. Meanwhile, recent Israeli airstrikes inside Syria suggest an attack against Iranian nuclear facilities may be imminent. Joining us to provide his insights is investigative journalist, First Policy Institute senior fellow Ken Timmerman. His most recent book is The Iran House: Tales of Revolution, Persecution, War, and Intrigue. Ken, I want to discuss some of the revelations in your book, but first, what do you make of Erdogan's buildup of military forces along the border, especially in the northeast? Is Turkey about to invade Syria?
It looks like they are, and that would be an absolute disaster for the United States and for the Middle East. For one,
and for the Israelis who have now ran up in there and assumed control.
Simple reason. Those Kurds who have been financed by the United States, who are American allies and have been for decades.
That's the Americans in Syria. Oh, it's the Kurds. They're fighting against the Kurds. No. Right? Turkey knows that they're going up against the U.S. Now, you can call it what you want to. Oh, it's the Kurds, it's the Kurds. No. They're shooting M16s and they're American soldiers down there. So cut with the bullshit.
Those Kurds are protecting prison camps where there are an estimated 45,000 to 50,000 ISIS fighters and their families.
ISIS fighters work for the United States. Al-Qaeda fighters work for the United States. Depending on what season it is. If it's summer, they might be fighting for somebody else, but we can always rehire them again. That's why that dude is sitting in the chair. He's sitting in Assad's chair right now. He's an Al-Qaeda fighter. What's his name? Julian? Something like that.
As of a week ago, the Kurds were saying they were down to half the number of prison guards that they had normally because the Turks were shelling them every day. If this offensive takes place and those ISIS fighters are released, this is going to be an absolute disaster for Syria and for the Middle East and for the Christians of Syria who still remain there.
Well, we could see a reestablishment of the Islamic State and the Caliphate, but on to Israel. They've been conducting regular military operations in Syria ever since the fall of Assad. Are they clearing out air defenses so IDF pilots can have smooth sailing across Syria to Tehran? What are they up to?
They're still on the land and claiming it for themselves in the Greater Israel Project. And you're running cover for them.
Well, we believe that they had already taken out most of Syria's modern air defenses.
They're already stealing the land and setting up their own air defenses over there.
300 radar in particular, when they attacked Iran, counterstruck Iran in October. And at that point, they did hit one of the nuclear facilities. I think the Israelis are going to wait until Donald Trump is back in office before taking any additional action against Iran.
And then try to launch an offensive from Syria with the United States, which is as close as you can get at the time. So we're going to end it right there because it's just more of the same. You're dancing around real issues on the side of the genocidal maniacs that are conducting a genocide in the region. And that's just my opinion, but it is what it is. So with that, let's see. Let's just go here. Let's go to the region, find out who's going to win, right? Let's go straight to Iran. Let's go straight to Persia. Second Ezra 15 and 30. Also the Carmanians, raging in wrath, shall go forth as the wild boars of the wood. And with great power shall they come and join battle with them, and shall waste a portion of the land of the Assyrians. Join battle with who? Join battle with the dragons, the Arab nations. And then shall the dragons have the upper hand, remembering their nature. And if they shall turn themselves, conspiring together in great power to persecute them, then these shall be troubled, bled, and keep silence through their power, and shall run like bitches, and shall flee. And there it is. We already know who's going to win. All right. So, yeah, right here. So continue to watch, and we'll see you tomorrow. We hope that the elector edified you, brothers and sisters, with that. Shabbat Shalom.